HardcorePawn most insane deals.
Perfect, we got a deal.
In a world where treasures are hidden in the unlikeliest of places and the value of an item is determined by the art of persuasion, there exists a show like no other. Welcome to HardcorePawn, a thrilling journey into the realm of unique products and their worth. Stay tuned to watch out for HardcorePawn's most insane deals on the show. A pair arrived with a plea for rescue in the brutal world of pawn shops where fortunes are made and aspirations are broken. Their cherished heritage Gretsch electric guitar stood as their last hope to save their beloved home. As they approached the business, the weight of despair weighed heavily in the air, their eyes seeking a lifeline. Seth, an experienced pawnbroker, took a look at the instrument and sensed the couple's anxiousness. He secured the business without hesitation with a calculated offer of $1,800. It was a price they gladly took because their circumstances gave them no other option. But they had no idea that their treasured guitar had a secret value far beyond their wildest fantasies. The Gretsch electric guitar, which they had sold for a pittance, had a genuine value considerably above what they had received, an incredible $2,800. Seth couldn't stand by idly, haunted by the weight of their inadvertent sacrifice. He took a decision that defied the standards of a competitive pawn shop environment, driven by an exceptional feeling of compassion. Seth approached the couple, wanting to make things right and restore their confidence in humanity. He offered them the difference, their due part of the guitar's genuine value, with an extra $1,000 in hand.
Got my hugger.
No problem.
Thank you so much.
No problem.
The elusive Rolex is a gripping story set in HardcorePawn, a well-known pawn store. A customer entered the business with a worn-out briefcase, ignorant of the wealth inside. The seller had no idea that within was a rare Rolex Day-Date, a watch sought after by collectors worldwide. The Rolex Day-Date is a legendary timepiece noted for its fine craftsmanship and opulent style. This particular watch was encrusted with gleaming diamonds, which added to its charm and value. HardcorePawn's experts instantly recognized the value of the watch and started to appraise it with painstaking attention. The appraisal revealed the genuine value of the Rolex Day-Date, significantly beyond both the seller's and the pawnbroker's estimates.
I would like to get 36,000. This has a lot of wear on it.
HardcorePawn's offer for the watch shocked the customer, who realized they had stumbled onto an exceptional chance. A life-changing bargain was made, cementing the Rolex Day-Date's place in HardcorePawn's collection and delivering excitement and amazement to both parties. A customer by the name of Crystal, burdened by the financial strain of her grandmother's funeral costs, approaches the shop, hoping to sell a bag of stones found at her grandmother's house. With no expectations of significant value, she humbly expresses her willingness to accept any amount that could help alleviate her financial burden. Little does she know that within the seemingly ordinary stones lies a priceless treasure. Understanding Crystal's plight, the shop empathizes with her situation. They promise to have their gem expert evaluate the stones and offer Crystal a fair amount for her collection. In a remarkable twist of fate, Bob's expertise leads him to a breathtaking discovery. Amongst the glass, he identifies a gem that sends shockwaves through the room, a Burmese ruby of significant value.
Oh my God.
What is it?
Check it out.
Its estimated worth reaches an astounding $10,000, leaving everyone astonished, especially Crystal, whose life is about to take an unexpected turn.
So we'll be able to give you $10,000.
Determined to do what is right, they ensure Crystal receives the true value of the Burmese ruby. One of the most notable transactions on HardcorePawn occurred when a couple sold their extremely rare 2009 Lee Iacocca Ford Mustang for a hefty price of $67,000. This particular Mustang was special because it was one of only 45 made to commemorate the car's 45th anniversary. The clever pawnbrokers Les and Seth realized the value and attractiveness of this one-of-a-kind vehicle and engaged in intense talks with the couple. While the low-end market value for a limited edition Iacocca Mustang might reach over $80,000, Les and Seth's savvy bargaining skills successfully reduced the price to an amazing $67,000. This significant acquisition demonstrated the pawnbroker's expertise and business acumen as they handled the bargaining process to get a fantastic deal for their firm.
Hey, Seth. We'll take it.
All right, let's do it. Thank you. The deal's done. This is the most amazing car I've...
Les made a huge purchase on HardcorePawn by acquiring Dr. Kevorkian's historic 1968 Volkswagen minibus for an amount of $20,000 in a tragic yet intriguing deal. Dr. Jack Kevorkian, who was involved in physician-assisted death, used this iconic vehicle to carry out his controversial procedures in the early 1990s. The acquisition of this one-of-a-kind and notorious vehicle brought a touch of macabre history to American Jewelry and Loan's collection. Les recognized the vehicle's cultural and historical significance, making it an intriguing acquisition for his shop. It didn't stay in the shop for long, though. After some time, Les decided to sell the Kevorkian van and found a willing buyer in Zach Bagans, the popular paranormal investigation show Ghost Adventures host. While the specific selling price is unknown, it is safe to conclude that Les profited from the sale. This slick-looking bike, manufactured and presented to its owner by his brother, contained a 113 motor, which alone was worth roughly $7,000. However, the proprietor found himself in a bind and desperate need of cash. He decided to go to the pawn shop, hoping to get roughly $10,000 for the bike. Seth, one of the pawn shop owners, was hesitant to pay more than $5,000 for the chopper at first. His main interest was generating a profit, and he wanted to strike a contract that would benefit him. However, the owner persisted, realizing the potential worth of his prized motorcycle. After some back and forth, the owner persuaded Seth to increase his offer to $5,500. While it wasn't the perfect price, the owner accepted the offer because he knew it would bring some financial respite for him and his family.
Deal. All right, we'll get you written up. Thanks for that. No problem.
American Jewelry and Loan pawnbrokers discovered a 1976 Bricklin car, a unique vehicle not to be confused with the more popular DeLorean. This specific car piqued their interest due to its distinct style and limited availability. With only 17 automobiles ever titled in the United States, it presented a valuable opportunity.
This is one of the coolest cars I've ever seen.
A closer study revealed that the car needed considerable repairs, including a repainted body, new tires, and an entirely new exhaust system. The required repairs drastically reduced the car's worth, making it a less appealing buy. Despite the setback, Les, the owner of the pawn shop, saw the potential and decided to lend the owner $7,000 rather than purchase it entirely. The loan enabled the owner to handle the repairs and bring the automobile back in good working order to eventually sell for a greater price.
This is one of those things I would have loved to have bought for a pawn shop.
In a fascinating twist on HardcorePawn, the pawnbrokers of American Jewelry and Loan were involved in an unusual trade involving a unique Breitling watch. Instead of receiving cash for the watch, they were given a startling alternative: 130 cases containing about 40,000 watch bands. This surprising swap occurred when they sold the Breitling watch to a trustworthy friend and collector named Gary for an amazing $42,000.
Gary, you got a deal.
The transaction appeared dubious at first because the worth of 40,000 watch bands was not readily obvious. American Jewelry and Loan, on the other hand, set out on a quest to make the most of this exceptional position. Following episodes, viewers saw Les's attempt to return their investment by selling the watch bands for $2 each, potentially increasing the value of the Breitling watch. While the conclusion of this one-of-a-kind transaction was not explicitly stated, Seth, one of the pawnbrokers, later announced on Facebook that they were able to break even by selling some of the watch bands to a wholesaler, with a few autographed copies being sold on the company's website. That's all for the video today, but we'll be right back with more videos soon. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.